So you came here 2001.
Yeah,
2001 you came here, right?
that's right. Yeah,
All right. And you came from Australia and South Africa.
South Africa. Yeah.
Yeah. You're a Scot. for
Well,
living-
South Africa is actually. I probably spent more time in South Africa than anywhere else.
Yeah.
But I call myself Rhodesian, and I was born in Scotland.
Yeah.
And maybe I've spent more time in Scotland. I don't know.
But
And here, so. But my brother moved. He was born in Scotland, 46. By the time he was 1 year old, he was in Rhodesia, so he grew up Rhodesian. But then stayed a long time in South Africa, down in Cape Town. And sort of,
yeah.
he did most of us, I suppose, well, a lot of us growing up in but mind you, schooling in Rhodesia, then study university, then one thing, in Grahamstown and Cape Town. And then he moved over to Australia with a big geology firm. Well, I kept my name, the world's biggest one anyway. And when he was in Australia, he had a job here, well, in the Philippines, but over in Mindanao.
Right.
And then near the top, because they had a copper mine there.
Okay.
And the copper mine was very marginal.
Right.
But you know, the prices could shoot up, or the prices could shoot
Yeah, the copper, yeah.
down. You know, it was one of these
I
things.
remember that those days. Yeah, the penny was going back and forth.
So they were at a stage where the price of copper was going down, and they weren't making much money. So he was sent over to see if he could sort of jack the thing up. And he went over there, and he was experimenting, you know, and he was doing all the other, you know, he was doing it and analyzing the whole thing, and he was also doing a gold mine in way north of Manila, not north of Luzon, way up in the mountains,
Right.
and so go backwards and forwards, and it ended up. And from Australia, they were flying them up and down every week.
Right.
Then they were making it every 2 weeks, and he would spend sort of in between. Then they came to the brilliant idea, and they made him a director of the mining company. That was Lepanto. Although, but they weren't paying him. He was still getting paid by his own company, Rio Tinto, and so he was getting massive salary. Plus, they had him in a
commission
5-star. He was staying in the middle of Makati, right in the penthouse.
Oh yeah. BBGD, whatever.
Yeah, they got him into there, and there he had one of the best jobs you could imagine.
I imagine.
Penthouse at the top, and while they were sharing the top penthouse with this American guy, I think.
Oh, my condolences.
And who ran all the. He ran dozens of bars.
Oh yeah. Okay. All the lady bars.
Right. You know?
The gold, and miners.
So they. And the two of them and the Lepanto firm worked a great deal, about once a week or so, when visitors came overseas, and Bruce was a golfer, and they made him a member, or they got of the Manila golf course. I mean, the entrance fee was astronomical. And they've got I think every second hole there's a bar, you know. In
Angeles City, they got the same thing. The Australians run of the show there. They call the Wolf Pack. They call themselves.
Yeah.
They own all the bars there, you know.
Yeah. So So he was really get about 1 day a week. He would get so and so from all over, and he would take them out for a golfing day, and they would be, and they would go, and of course a lot of business would be top, you know what I mean, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
He would sort of take them around there, and they'd probably have they'd have a good few drinks going
nighttime,
on, and he said, well, you guys want to go out in the evening,
Get contracts.
So then he would take him to the other guys, and this card,
Right.
and they would go to all the bars,
Right.
and and
they get a discount with the card. Yeah.
Everything would be on Bruce's card, which went straight to the firm.
Right.
So the guys coming there, they were potted up, and they would see this, and they would see these girls who were big as rip-off fuckers, you know what I mean, and it would be a case, I mean, hear that interest, God, I wouldn't mind that one for a night, but the card would go,
Was it the 80s?
Oh no.
What year was it about?
Eh?
Well, what year was that about?
That was in 97.
You know what amazes me is your memory, how good it is in the past.
Yeah.
It's like me, like me. I have my memory, like I can. Since I was a little kid, I remember everything,
Yeah.
But like, man.
No, well, no. I definitely remember that.
No, but the recent stuff I have problems with.
Oh yeah. Over the last few years, I mean, I couldn't remember.
I know.
It was just that.
I know. But they're making new medicine for us now. I've heard this. They have some good stuff, and they told me to drink a lot of coconut oil. They told me the coconut oil does wonders for me, and it's been working a little bit actually. Mm-hmm. The coconut oil, I have dementia.
Yeah.
And the coconut oil works phenomenal for me. Now they have this new drug that they're developing. I think at 3M or Pfizer is developing a new drug for dementia, Alzheimer's dementia for that.
Uh-huh.
So I can't wait to start. I'm asking to be in the trials. So I want that there. So tell me, when you started here, how much money did it take you to start?
How much?
How much did you cost? How much did you pay to start?
I got it for a song.
Yeah. It's a friend of mine from Cuckoo's Desk in Dumaguete and Darwin.
I got it for a song. It cost me I think I paid about £32,000
per meter.
No, I paid £32,000.
A pound.
Well, it was
Everything?
at the next phone. Yeah, but the guy who sold it, and the wife was the sort of owner and everything.
Right, yeah.
And they had 4 kids, and that was their thing. When the house was built, it's a single story, and I think everything was on a scan.
Right.
I mean,
It was
all the pipes that should be way down and ground. They're about
it had to be torn down.
that.
I got it.
Yeah, and they're going into the thing,
Buka whatever.
and the pillars, everything were absolute minimal.
Yeah.
And they had flooring like
Big gush of wind, knock it right over.
yeah, and when we got in, and then the roof was like that,
Right.
and it was beginning to
Homemade.
and, they warned us, look, you better every year get something. As I had the
roofer,
one guy knowing here, he's the one, and he repaints it. And any holes where it's leaking or something, he patches it up with a bit of epoxy
Right.
or something. Oh, but you've got to do that. And
Every
need a
time,
new roof one of these days.
Right.
One of these years, And so that was like that. And they moved on. Now, But before they moved out, the whole lounge area coming in and out, they had already had to rip everything out and make it solid and put tiles, you know, which I think is still like that, you know. And then in the bedroom, which was all this lot, it was, you know,
right.
so it definitely needed it.
Yeah.
You know.
Heavy construction. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah.
So the first thing I had to do when we moved in, we had to get the bedroom floor ripped up and thrown away, the NI, the ants, everything, you know, and that was built up. But the rest of the downstairs, which was two bedrooms and a hallway, the boards.
Right.
The boards are still there. They're all.
Oh, the building's still there?
Eh?
It's still there, the house?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, just go around the corner.
Oh, okay. I haven't been there. Okay, I'll check it out. Yeah.
That's all. Yeah, it's all.
I'm gonna have my cameraman do a review of everything because we love it here. I want to build this place up for you.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a good following.
Well. Anyway, I got some. Oh, somebody's. Everybody's listening.
It's okay.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
You have a wonderful story. You have a beautiful story.
I got into there, and then I just found out that afterwards, hey, this house was built like loads of houses.
Right.
5 years.
Yeah.
And then knock them down.
Yeah. You rebuild
and build a new one.
Yeah, Beaker huts.
Well, that's what somebody come and said. Well, if you build a place, average that people live in a house all over, you know, you want a new house after that. You build a house, and if somebody buys it, you want to. So the best thing is just
build a new one. Yeah.
Knock it down.
Yeah.
Build another one just with the building blocks. Right. This is cheaper. Just, you know what I mean?
Right.
Don't worry, but of course the whole of the house, up and down, is riddled with bog. Ants,
termites,
the whole bloody thing. So the whole house, and it's still like that, all over. And I had to do so. We made an upstairs as well, but it was only built for a. So really.
And the foundation held the upstairs too.
No, had to stick in you.
Oh no poles. Yeah.
You pull it then. Yeah, no, we had to do that. Right. But now I've got sort of the first pillars were useless. They don't even use.
Right.
But they put double pillars in, and the roofing like that. I put, upstairs as well. The
right.
The wood. But the bloody NI and ants have sort of got into that. So upstairs is well, I'm buggered.
But little you've been solid. But you started just building another lot, you start building little by little, kept building, huh?
Yeah, well,
it's a success story.
The cheapest way would be to knock the whole thing down and build the thing.
No, I'm talking about the rest of the resort.
I don't want any of it, you know.
You don't want the resort?
On paper, no.
It's a wife, yeah.
Eh?
Family.
Well, my wife she died in 2002.
Oh.
She died in February 2002. We got here to retire, but she had cancer.
Right.
They didn't bother to tell me too much about it.
Right.
You know, she worked till the last day. She was...
Strong Filipina.
Eh?
Yeah, good Filipina, good wife. Good wife. Filipina.
No, English.
English. But how would you able to buy the property being a foreigner? How would you able to buy the property being a foreigner?
My son was married
to a Filipina.
Ah. Yeah.
And it went into her name.
So everything went into her name.
And when she divorced, she kept everything.
Well, they're eventually divorced now.
And she kept everything.
Yeah.
Your work, your everything, and yeah. It's like a story. It's like the story of everybody. I've heard this story so many times. A foreigner comes in there, works his ass off, invests money into the property. Remember, His Filipina has it, divorces him, she keeps everything.
Yeah.
It's not fair, not fair at all.
It's in my son's, or my grandson, my son's name.
Oh, well, at least it's part of the family. That's okay. Yeah?
Well, yes and no.
Oh.
He was brought up. He was born in the Philippines, and then he tried to get over to the UK.
Right.
But then he found out if he was British, no problem. Then if he is British parents.
Right.
They changed the law in '83.
Right.
Britain changed the law in '83. If you were born British parents, if you were born overseas, you can get full, you can come and live in Britain anytime. That's not a problem. But if you marry a foreigner, you can't bring the foreigner over.
Oh, so she stayed here.
You've got to, unless they do the whole thing. So he got married in '97. This is all the same time.
Right.
He got married in '97, and they came over and they jumped him straight away. And they said, oh no, if his wife and his son, they could only come over as tourists.
Jesus.
Unless they stayed and couldn't come,
Right.
took out.
Stay safe
So
for
they had to
6
do
months or
5
6 years.
The other thing, 4 or 5 years where wasn't allowed to, well, the wife wasn't allowed to, work or anything, and had to leave the country. So they went through the complete rigmarole and became British citizens.
Right.
Then the 2 daughters, who are they're fantastic, fantastic, dolls. So they're and they love the place, but the mothers disowned them both. The son is, and they are good. And in Britain, they're singing. They've got everything.
No, but your property.
Yeah, but the son couldn't stand it because they called him Chinku or something.
Yeah.
Or Chinky, and he was, and he hated the people, and nobody wanted to know. While the sisters were his sisters were everything.
They were Cinderella.
Yeah. So, and the wife, but they opened up a business. They've got a hotel. The wife at the moment has got a hotel in Scarborough in the UK. And well, no, I think she's still doing okay there. Whenever I see her. But the son got into computers and everything. But then not the son. There's my grandson. My son was the bum of all bums. He's a surfer, brilliant guy.
I got one like that.
Only interested in. He still hasn't got a
degree?
Well, in theory, he shouldn't be working in Britain.
Right.
And he shouldn't be working here. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. He's living off the land. Yeah.
He's under every bloody thing. He just doesn't. So
off the books.
Eh?
Off the books kind of thing.
Yeah, that's right. But you could do that in London. Well, there's a whole crowd of Aussies, Canadians.
Yeah.
And they go from squat to squat to squat.
Right.
And the people buy property and don't mind squatters. They let them in because the squatters come in. They've got to get electricity. They've got to get this, and then they can. When they find a buyer, it's much easier to sell the thing.
Get rid of
all they've got to do is give the squatters 3 months.
Right.
Eh? So they do it. So they get 3 months.
Right.
But they usually help them because they've got a place somewhere else.
Fixing the place.
Oh, this one. Yeah. Oh, you can go there. Yes, you can move in there.
No, but what happened to the property that you had? When your wife died, the property was in your son's wife's name, right?
Yeah.
And then when she got separated.
Well, we bought a whole lot more. We got this.
Yeah, I realized. I see.
Somehow it
and Sylvia
always had to go back, into the into the wife's name.
So, but you got left with nothing? They took everything away from you?
Well, on paper, yeah. I'm just reading through the whole.
Oh, it was just
yeah.
paper, yeah, okay.
And
But you're the one busting your ass working. I see you here all the time.
so what I've got, the best thing I've got, and that was through my son trying to screw me, and well, the two of them were together, but that's another story. I've got this place on well, I got it on a 25-year lease.
Okay, the property.
And I've got about 10 years to go.
Okay.
And
did you get an option for 25 more? Did you ask for an option for 25 more?
Well, I made sure I had the option to, but then I'll be close on 100.
Well, you know what? No, but just leave it for maybe your girlfriend's family, whatever it is.
Well, I've got nobody.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. No, it would be, and she's left everything to the son and everything new. So that's all.
Well, if you wanted to change, I know an expat. What he did was, his lease was almost over.
We can form a corporation.
No. His lease, the property was almost over, and everything was going to change hands.
Yeah.
And plain and simple, he gave me an ultimatum.
Yeah.
I want 25 more year extension, or I'm tearing down everything.
Yeah.
I own this, I own that, and now you own the land.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you gotta do is tear down one building. Okay, I tear this one down. Yeah.
Oh.
We'll continue later on. We'll continue later on.
Yeah.
I tell you, you're such a pleasant man.
Eh?
You're such a pleasant man, sir. Wait, what's your name again? I forget. You know? James.
Scotty.
Scotty, yeah.
Yeah. All my life.
Yeah, I remember having the conversation.
In Africa, nobody ever knew what my
James,
name. Well, my father was also James. They go, he was Jimmy.
Well, I forget because dementia.
and it was in 1947. But as soon as I got there, I was with an accent or something.
Right.
I was called Scotty, and everything. It wasn't a whole thing.
Can you say one thing? Say, Captain, I'm giving it all she's got. You ever heard of that?
Yeah.
From Scotty from Star Wars, from Star Trek.
Yeah.
Star Trek, Star Trek Captain Kirk and Scotty, the engineer.
Yeah.
He goes, Scotty, I need more power, more. Sir, I'm giving it all she's got.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway.
All right, Scotty.
I'll
Take care, my friend. God bless you, man.
Of course, I've got that thing. Right.
God bless you. But I'm going to let everybody know.
All right.
Yeah. I'm going to take a tour around here and tell everybody. Okay?
Yeah.
All right.